Hey everybody, it's Ginger with PetServices.Pro here. So if you're wondering if pet insurance is something you should get, then you are in the right place. I'm about to reveal some great information to help make you be more informed and proactive about pet insurance without spending huge amounts of time and effort figuring out what's right for you and your pets. I understand that pet insurance can be very boring, confusing, and expensive, but don't worry because today I'm going to share with you what it's all about so you can make informed decisions. So let's get into it. So what is pet insurance? It is health insurance for your pets. Just like we humans have health insurance that we pay for when we get sick or have an accident, pet insurance is here to help cover expenses when your pet needs medical care too. But it can be confusing, so let's start with some insurance lingo you may or may not know. 1. Premium. The premium is the amount of money you will pay every month as like your regular bill to help keep your policy active and usable. So if you don't pay your monthly premiums, your pet will not have coverage. Sounds like any other bill, doesn't it? 2. Copay. What you will pay when you take your pet to the vet for an office visit. So let's say your veterinarian has an office visit cost of $70. According to your pet insurance policy, the copay is $25. That means that you're only going to pay $25 for the office visit and the insurance company will cover the remaining $45. Pretty nice, right? Out of pocket. This is a term meaning what you pay out of your pocket and is not paid by the insurance company. This is any amount of the bill that the insurance does not cover. The copay we just talked about is an example. It comes out of your pocket and was not paid by the insurance company. Another example is the deductible. Deductible. The amount of money you pay out of pocket before the insurance company will start paying. Just as in human health insurance, pet insurance companies have a deductible too. This is a certain amount that you have to pay before the insurance company starts paying their portion. So let's say that your dog gets sick and has to go to the vet. Let's also say that your total expense for this illness bill is $1,000. Your pet insurance policy has a deductible that's $200. So you have to pay $200 out of your pocket before the insurance company will cover their percentage of this bill. Normally, you have to meet a deductible every year. Total out of pocket. So there is a point at which you've paid a certain amount of money to the vet, and then the insurance company will pay 100% of the bill. This is called the total out of pocket amount. When you have reached this amount specified in the policy you own, you no longer have to pay any more, usually for the rest of the year. A lot of insurance companies include copays, deductibles, your percentage, and any other expenses in the total out-of-pocket for the year. Waiting period. This means there's a certain amount of time, say 1 month, that you must wait after you have made your first premium payment until the insurance policy goes into effect. This keeps people from canceling the policy right away, and also so that they can't use the benefits for any pre-existing conditions they may not have claimed. So, if your pet gets sick or in an accident during that first month waiting period, even though you have paid the premium for that month, the policy will not cover any illness or accident that occurred during this waiting period month. It would be considered pre-existing. So make sure you always read your policy carefully and talk to your agent to see how that company handles these. So now that you're an expert in the lingo, let's talk about a couple of facts. Most pet insurance companies do not pay 100% of the cost. You have to pay a percentage. For example, it may be what's called 80-20. The insurance company pays 80% of the bill and you're responsible for the other 20%. Another popular one is 70-30. They pay 70% of the bill, and you pay 30%. Up until you've reached your total out of pocket, that is. Usually how it works is you'll pay the total bill, then you submit a claim, and the insurance company reimburses you their portion that they will pay. So why would your pet need insurance in the first place? Well, just like human medicine, animal illnesses, injuries, surgeries, and so on can cost a lot of money. We already have regular expenses for our pets like food, toys, treats, supplements, and so on, but many of our furry friends are now starting to get a lot of the diseases that humans are getting, such as diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and these are all very expensive illnesses, and some can be ongoing throughout the lifetime of your pet. We never expect an illness or an accident until one day it happens. Having pet insurance can ease the burden of the costs. Even euthanasia can be spendy. Some important things to understand though. 1. Homeowner insurance does not usually cover pet health and wellness concerns, so you'll need pet insurance instead. 2. Pet insurance does not cover pre-existing conditions like I mentioned before. So if your dog already has a chronic illness, say diabetes, prior to buying the policy, then the condition will not be covered by the insurance company. If he was diagnosed after you purchased the policy, then it would be covered. 3. Not all insurance companies cover wellness or preventative care such as an annual vet wellness check, dental, vaccines, spays or neuters, and so on. Do your research and talk to your agent as well as read your policy well to see if these are covered if you want them to be. 4. As your pet ages, the policy will cost more. So if you get insurance when your cat is a kitten, the monthly insurance premium will be cheaper than if you buy the policy when he is 10 years old. And just as humans, as an animal gets older, it becomes more susceptible to illnesses and injuries, and the policies get more expensive. Also, as you own the policy, and as your pet ages while you own the policy, they may increase your premiums. So, who needs pet insurance? Anyone who has a pet and cannot afford to have costly medical bills, yet can afford the premiums month to month. This is where your research comes in. Look at the various companies that are out there and speak with your agent to find out what is covered and how much it'll be per month. So what do they cover? Do they cover preventative care? Can you fit the premiums into your monthly budget? More than likely, your pet will experience some injuries and illness throughout her lifetime, and you have to determine if you're able to pay for the care or not. These can be tough decisions, but knowing ahead of time what you can budget out of your pocket will determine what decisions you'll make when the time comes. What type of animals does it insure, and do I have to get it for each pet? Normally, you have to get it for each pet, but some have discounts for a multiple pet household. Most insurances cover cats, dogs, birds, reptiles, ferrets, and pocket pets, but some do cover horses. So check with your insurance agent if your pet species is covered. Pet insurance does not cover farm animals, with the exception again of some companies that do cover horses. So you would have to purchase something called livestock insurance, and that's a whole different video. So what kind of plans are there? Well, there are several to choose from. You can go comprehensive, which covers preventative, illness, accident, surgeries, medications, hospitalizations, and more. And you can also get accidental, which only covers accidents. So if your pet is clumsy, this one may be for you. Some cover only illness and accident and do not cover preventative. So you should decide what is the best kind for your fur friend now before you buy a policy. You can always work with your agent and adjust your policy later. And keep in mind that most policies have an age gap so that they won't continue to insure your pet after a certain age. How much will this cost me per month? Great question. The average monthly premium cost for a comprehensive policy for one pet at the time of this video is around $20 or so for cats and ranging from $40 to $50 per month for dogs. These figures are based on age 1 to 3 years old, and age increases the premiums. Also, small dogs cost less than large breeds, so there are several factors involved. This is where your research comes in. Is the breed of your dog predisposed to certain illnesses? For instance, when I had a pit bull, I did the research and found they were predisposed to skin allergies and cancer. So that could influence your choice of getting insurance or not. Also, do not be afraid to spend lots of time with your insurance agent asking him questions. Is preventative important? It is when your pet is young. Different plans and different companies will charge different prices. So how about the vet? How do you know if your vet will take your insurance and which ones? This is a very first step in your research. Ask them, call them up, and ask them to list the companies they take. Or go to their website and see if the companies they take are listed. Once you have that list, you can start researching the companies and go from there. Keep this in mind when researching insurance on the internet. When you click Get a Quote, read the fine print. It will probably say that you're authorizing agents to call you. You will get calls. Just be prepared for this. This is not a bad thing. Insurance is a competitive industry. Now, I have listed some of the most popular companies to start your research below in the description. I'm not affiliated with any of them, nor am I sponsored by any of them in any way. I'm just listing them for your convenience to give you a starting place for your research. There are more companies out there, so talk to your vet and go to Google. Another thing you can do is talk to the insurance company that insures your vehicles and house and ask them if they sell pet insurance. Does your vet take this company if they do? Will you get a discount if you add pet insurance? After all, you already have the insurance through them. Just an idea. I hope you got some value from this video, and if you're interested in discovering more about keeping your pet healthy, then be sure to check out if your pet needs supplements at the first link in the description. So subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more exciting videos helping you take care of your pets and more.